Alright, hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, City of Electrons. And in this video, we'll talk about the introduction to computer architecture. So, of course, this is part of the series class recap, and yeah, welcome to this video. So, quickly, this video is on the course computer architecture, and the idea of architecture we know is about buildings and structures, but here computer architecture has to do with design and organization of computers' inner components. So just like any electronic device, okay, mobile phone, so how it works, okay, how it's designed, the internal components of this device, how it's designed, how it's organized so as to work properly. So that idea is computer architecture. So computer architecture refers to the design and organization of a computer's inner component. And you can also look at it as computer is the design and organization of computers' hardware components and their interaction, utilizing abstraction layers to simplify complexity and enable efficient design and implementation. Now, one key thing here is abstraction layers. Abstraction layers, very, very important. So what do we mean by these abstraction layers? The idea of abstraction layer has to do with this. Okay, abstraction layers. Definition we have here. Abstraction layer is a layer that hides complexities and allows us to focus on functions which a device or software is designed for. Just like I said, or just like this same example with my mobile phone. When I push this button, okay, and then touch the screen and operate my phone, what happens inside the phone to ensure that my touch, it responds to my touch and the button and everything? What happens inside? Those complex connection and components inside, how they interact with each other in order to make sure they respond correctly to my touch. I don't have to think about those things. So the idea of abstraction layer is that those complex operations within the device is hidden from me, so that I can just focus on making use of the device. Okay, so that's the idea of abstraction layers. Of course, a layer is a level or subdivision within a system. So computer architecture utilizes the idea of abstraction layer. That is, it keeps or puts aside the complex and the complexity of how the system works, so that we can just focus on making use of the system. Okay, so with that being said, computer architecture, like we've said, is design and organization of computer internal components. So computer architecture has two, we can look at it in two parts. Okay, we can look at computer architecture as instruction sets, which is this here, and we can look at it as organization. Now, when we say instruction set architecture, some call it big A architecture. So when we say instruction set architecture, we just mean the set of commands or set of instructions, like let's say the blueprint for a building. I think that's a very good example, or a good way to look at it. For a building, the blueprint, you can look at it as instruction set architecture, while the actual building, you can look at it as organization. So instruction set architecture is how the computer or the component should interact, the instructions given to them. Okay, like this is how the component should work and how they should interact. Then organization is the implementation of that blueprint. So we can say, like someone said, this is considered as the brain, and this is considered as the implementation. Okay, so now with that being said, also with that being said, so the computer has many parts, yes, Okay, computer has various parts, but for this video, what we'll focus on in the next video, what we'll focus on will be just the arithmetic and logic unit. We'll just focus on that part, because yes, like again, a building, yes, there are many parts or different parts to a building, okay, but of course you have to start from somewhere, okay. And then for this course, computer architecture, before we talk about some other, like what are these codes here, what are these programs here, and what do we have here, before we talk about all these, we have to start from talking about the arithmetic and logic unit, which is of course part of the computer. And the arithmetic and logic unit does two basic things: addition and subtraction, which is adder and subtractor. So so in the next video we'll expand on the adder, and we'll see how the arithmetic unit carries out this. Actually, we just focus on how this adder works, okay, the types of adder and how they work. Then other videos will go on subtractor, how the types and how it works, okay. So just for recap, or as a form of recap, computer architecture refers to the design and organization of computer's internal components. And of course, the computer architecture idea of computer architecture utilizes abstraction layers, which just simply means we hide complexities and then we focus on the function of a device or software. And of course, abstraction layer is just a level or subdivision within a system. And the computer architecture has two parts: instruction set and organization. So the instruction set are the instructions the components are to follow. Then the organization is the implementation of those instructions. These are just simplified definition of this of the terms in computer architecture. Okay, you can go into complex definition, but this is just a simplified introduction in simple terms, as simple as it can get in computer architecture. So then one thing to point out: you look at the instruction set, you see like programming language, but of course low level programming language. When you look at the organization, you see the components. Okay, so these components, they behave according to the instructions given here. Okay, so that's it for this video, and I hope it's helpful. So of course, subscribe. If you have any questions, leave it in the comment section, and of course click on the like button and then click on the notification bell, so when I upload the video next, you get to see it on time. So thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye for now.